what a jerk. What is up, guys? It's the PlayStation Peach, and welcome to episode... hold on. Episode 21 of Let's Play Spyro 2.
Oh, Spyro! I
See what
suppose you're
this
here
guy
for the
has to
party.
say.
Oh, I'm afraid it's been cancelled because the stupid Earthshapers set off the volcano.
Ah, I see. So, the Earthshapers have not only invaded Fracture Hill Zone, but has also invaded Magma Cone. So, I suppose in this episode, we will be getting rid of them. And, as usual, I have my old friend. Introduce yourself, good sir.
Hello, I'm going to be too deep guy, but it's the non-proper creeper, and we're back in this. I'm sorry that I'm a little exhausted right now. I was doing a practice run of Crash Bandicoot 1 on the Insane Trilogy, and I just finished the game. You wouldn't believe Slippery Climb. Pain in the butt, torture, more than the Ripto in the Reignited Trilogy. And, then the other gems were Good Breeze, as well as the Stormy Ascent gem, surprisingly. I heard this level was a pain in the butt more than Slippery Climb. The Stormy Ascent, the practice of Slippery Climb, kind of made it not as bad as people make it out to be. Especially since there's checkpoints now. But I think there's like no boxes you can break in the original as far as I know, so that's probably why it was harder, because of those checkpoints. Not to mention you can't even finish the original cut level when you load up the original file, of course, because the original file doesn't have an end point. It was scrapped because it was too hard for testing. Otherwise, it was fully functional, basically. So probably why they were able to bring that one back the most when it came to the Essential. And Cortex was pretty much a breeze. Literally, it was pretty easy. Took like a few tries.
Yeah, I'd imagine that...
One has been beaten in a practice run. I've still got to continue the game though on YouTube, so the YouTube run is still in progress. But hopefully I should be able to get through him in less takes, of course, than before.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a mess up when I was doing my practice run. I actually got it in a little bit of time, but then I messed up the save because I forgot the square button was saved. So I ended up reloading the game and had to do it all over again, and it was twice as hard.
Though I'd imagine the Stormy Ascent had no crates or even an exit point because it was cut so early in development that they didn't even have the time to put those in.
Yeah. And plus, the autosave actually messed up, so I couldn't even actually get the gem back that way, so yeah, that was... I've only had a similar incident in a Spyro game, of course, but not to the point of this kind of level. See, I had a save file that would get any sale on the GameCube. I might replace the copy with the PS2 version because our disc is scratched to the point once you beat the first world, it just won't work. Literally, it crashes. But anyways, I had a save file that was getting to that point, of course. It was pretty much just in the next world, of course, before the scratches happened. And I messed up the load of the save when I went to load it up the next time I played. I ended up just clicking on New Game and overwriting the save file by accident. The whole progress forever, basically. You have to start all over. That's even worse than what happened here. At least here I was able to just do that again. With a hero's tale. Oh boy, that was having to do a whole freaking section of the game again.
Yeesh. Well...
So what level are we on?
Well, anyway, we're now in Magma Cone, and one of the gimmicks of this stage is that these little spawns have these destructive objects, which they intend to use on the Earthshapers. But bear in mind, again, I only played up till like Breeze Harbor or something, so I had no idea about the fact that what you're supposed to do is push them into the X with your charge, which is exactly how you push them into the lava and fracture hills, for example. And the fawns will do a cute little victory dance after destroying the Earthshaper. So when I eventually figure that out, a weird glitch happens, but I'll get to that later. For now, let's see what Hunter has to say.
Hey, Spyro. Check out this cool cave I found. Let's play a little game. Every so often, a piece of this crystal popcorn pops out of the ground. The first one to grab 10 of them wins.
Maybe
right.
later.
Come back whenever you think you're ready. I'll be right here waiting for you.
Isn't this the crystal minigame?
I'm ready when you are.
Yep. Basically, you're facing off against Hunter, and these crystal popcorn, or popcorn crystals, whatever you want to call them, are lodging out of the ground in these little cracks. And all you have to do is grab them before Hunter does. And if you can get it right before Hunter is about to get it for himself, he'll get a little trophy, as what happened with me. Though, I will say that the second variation is a little harder, and there will be instances where you will have to grab the crystal right before Hunter can take it, so you'll probably get the trophy without even trying when you get the second orb.
Okay.
But anyway,
here's an
I
orb.
got the 10 crystals in the first round. Now, I'm ready for round 2.
I'll give you another orb if you can
Insert
beat
Sonic
me again.
EXE joke
Let's
here.
play to 15 this time. What do you say? I'm ready when you are.
So, this quest says that it's 5-star difficulty, but I honestly don't find it all that hard. But I will admit,
Yeah,
it's
sometimes the labeling for the difficulties is a bit long.
but I will say it's definitely harder than the first round because he moves faster and has a much quicker reaction time. And he'll probably get more crystals than last time. Like, you could get 10 crystals before you can get even one, and in the second round, by the time you get the 15th crystal, he'll probably have like 5 or 10 or something. Also, another thing you need to watch out for is going behind Hunter, which I just did, which is a pretty bad idea. It'll cost you some crystals. But if you don't do it often and just be quick about it, you'll eventually get it.
I apologize if I'm a bit silent right now, people. I'm trying to upload some videos while we're doing this, render some things, you know. And I just don't have much to talk about.
You're really
this
good.
time.
I'm gonna have to
So,
come up with
yeah,
some harder
I may be
games.
quiet.
For now, I'll take this orb. I guess you earned it.
Funny hearing that from you. I'm kidding. Don't.
I know, I talk a lot. It's alright, I know, I do.
So, after getting that orb, it's time to head back to the outside area. And I do a interesting little trick here, where at some point I decided to glide around the Earthshaper that is blocking the gateway to the other side. Now that I think about it, I wonder if that's a common speedrunning trick to just glide past the Earthshaper. I heard a lot of people love speedrunning collectathons like
Oh yes, now there is rules when speedrunning games. You cannot use cheats. Unless you're doing a cheat speedrun. But if you're doing normal speedrun, you cannot use cheats, no cheat codes. Well, actually, no, wait, no, I don't think cheat codes count even though they're part of the game. Only things that are part of the game, such as the in-game finalized content, as well as glitches, and most of the time glitches are very useful.
So, like, the cheat to give you 99 lives in the Spyro games is acceptable?
If you earn them by normal means, yes.
Oh. What about cheat codes just for cosmetic changes?
Well, they sort of do waste time, so I guess they do count towards getting disqualified because it would make you lose time, but I don't think they do anything for the speedrun considerably, so it would be kind of pointless just to use cosmetic cheat codes.
Yeah. So when we turn around here, the one and only money bags. That's right.
Well, if it isn't my best customer, the elevator in the next room can take you to the volcano. You can have unlimited use of the elevator for a one-time fee of only a few gems.
No.
Okay, I'll be here if you change your mind. Well, if it isn't my best... It's a
I'll do
pleasure
it.
doing business with you. Simply step onto the elevator and it will
Okay,
take you to the bottom.
Then
When you want to come back up, just step on it again.
Patience on the revenge of plans on money back. Patience rewards you never been. I assure you.
I hope it does, because I'm getting sick of seeing that bear everywhere. Hey, that kind of rhymes.
Don't you worry. You'll be able to kick his butt.
You know, something I find interesting about that elevator, too, is that if you end up jumping onto it to go up, when you end up falling off, whether it be intent on purpose or otherwise, the elevator will actually come down. So, if you end up...
The funny part about that, go under it while it's coming down, before it hits the ground, before it hits your height, go under it, and it will just stop right there. Right at you, right above, just a few centimeters above your height. It'll stop until you get out of the way, of course, and then it will go down. It basically wait. It's very nice, you know. All the elevators in the game do this.
It seems like the game is trying to prevent you from ending up in an instant crush death.
Yeah. Also, in case anybody's wondering why I do like all these scary kind of thumbnails in my videos, it's because I'm just trying to follow the mature content laws. Because YouTube do age crap, you know. Like, I don't want to be fined heavily for freaking using a child-friendly thumbnail on my videos, of course, when I'm a mature content person. Now, of course, I'm just mature content by, PG standards, where I would swear sometimes, you know, and would sometimes play very mature games. Games that would feature blood and stuff, like in
Doom?
Dead by Daylight, for example, which that is actually planned for gameplay.
And Doom?
The thumbnail rules, I've read them all. I always read up on the rules of YouTube so that I just don't get in trouble, of course. Yeah, I even read up on the rules of those swearing in videos. I can only swear so much before I get demonetized, and, well, it's gotta be after 30 seconds of the video. Can't have any swears in the first 30 seconds, otherwise demonetization right there.
Thanks for closing the lid on the volcano, Spyro. Things were getting a little too hot around here. By the way, here's a
Saying
talisman I
that's
was
why
saving for the party
you may
later.
notice
I
my
think
thumbnails,
you
aside from the
deserve it
Overwatch
more.
ones, are kinda generic, I guess you could say. But anyway, what I did there in the ladder is actually also another cool speedrunning trick, which I'm sure is also common. Jumping on the ladder and makes you climb faster.
Hey, Spyro,
I kinda do
you're
that
just
a
in
lot
time
in
for
this
the party.
playthrough.
Well,
I
you would
think,
be if those
but
nasty lava monsters hadn't stolen our
If I
hats.
didn't, it's
It just
because
won't
I
be the
find
same
the
without party
climbing
hats.
animation for Spyro cute. But basically, I had to all I had to do was just close the lid on the volcano and it stops.
If only it were that simple in real life.
That's not a joke. I legit had to do. You saw it. You saw it a few seconds ago, even a minute
I know,
ago.
but I'm just saying, if only that was what we had to do to solve some volcanic problems in real life, you know?
Yeah, just cover something up with a giant boulder or something.
I won't go further into that kind of joke. It might get controversial, so let's just leave it at that.
So, for this side quest, we have to swallow these magma balls. Well, not necessarily swallow. Then spit them at these weird lava creatures that have stolen party hats. I do have to say though that they look pretty hilarious in them. But I would not suggest you charge into them or try to flame them. If you get too close, they'll blow you back with that,
Party favors.
Yeah, that. So just keep your distance and fire at will. There are 12 to get rid of. Once you get them all, you'll get the orb.
Here's how to make this one more funny. Play this on your birthday. It'll just look like they're celebrating your birthday.
Oh, I wish it occurred to me to do that. Now I kind of regret waiting until May 24th to do this episode, to record the gameplay of this episode.
No, it's fine, actually. I'm just making a silly joke that actually makes it pretty funny, but yet true.
I know. Either way, hindsight's 20/20. That's what they always say. Also, I love that little whirlwind that you get after getting to that height, so you don't have to climb up all over again. That would have been frustrating.
Also, I researched some things for Battle for Bikini Bottom Reignited since I recorded 5 episodes of it. And I'm kind of disappointed as a video game archaeologist here, because the beta content they were supposed to bring back, especially since it's done by the original developers of the game, they didn't really bring them back in the way we thought they would. They brought them back as part of the multiplayer battle arenas. 3 things we wanted back. And unfortunately, those things are not the same as they were. They did try to implement the original versions. There's actual evidence of this if you go out of bounds and stuff like that. Or go through the game files, of course. But again, they still didn't implement them the way they were supposed to, so the beta content was never actually fully restored. Which is kind of disappointing.
Well, I suppose that they were restored to an extent.
Spyro, you saved the
And I'm
party!
gonna also judging
this
by
got mixed
some
in with
more
the cheese
research,
balls,
they
and I
actually
almost
used
chipped a tooth
the
on it.
original game files and just updated the models, really. They didn't change much. Maybe got rid of a few glitches here and there, of course, and surprisingly, there was an out-of-bounds thing in the very beginning of the game, of course, that they just left in and updated the textures for. They updated the models for those out-of-bounds things.
Really?
Like, why bother with that? Although there's some out-of-bounds things that got removed, of course, one of which being replaced with something else, of course. But again, why remove them if you're just going to update some of them, of course? They basically just didn't, and there's evidence of this being proof of it being just the original game with updated models and nothing, and no recreation from the ground up or some crap like that. Because there's a file in Reignited that indicates the original biomesh of one of the maps from the original PS2 game, basically. And it was labeled as delete, of course. Unfortunately, someone forgot to do the job.
Is that a joke?
No, this is actual truth. And so yeah. Now, of course, I have yet to test this, but I'm gonna wait until I get all the trophies, which are basically a lot easier than Spyro 3's trophies. Still play the game trophies except for one thing, but even that was just totally easy. I got it in like my 5th gameplay, of course. But anyways, that was the only trophy that was actually not play the game, of course, just something random. But either way, the trophies are worth looking at because the titles being references, as well as looking in game for more references that they added in. Yeah, there's more references to the show than ever. But anyways, once I do get the trophies, I'm gonna test the cheat codes from the old game, see if they still work.
Yeah, and now that we're on the subject, I actually pushed the Earthshapers onto the X's, and you guys might have noticed that the fawns carrying the magma ball, the wrecking ball, and holding a drill respectively literally didn't do anything. That this guy is literally still holding his wrecking ball. that other guy is still holding the magma ball, and the third guy is still holding the drill, even though there's nothing in front of them, and they're not doing their little victory dance. I don't know if it's because I instantly skipped with a button or something, but that doesn't normally happen.
I found that the elevator business is one of my most profitable. Behind bridges, of course.
And of course, Moneybags bags about... Wait, did I seriously just say oh god. I meant to say brags about forcing people to spend money to cross bridges and use elevators. Cause why wouldn't he?
He does shake his bag. Sorry, you can go on.
I actually finished, so let's head home and see what happens. Great! He just murdered his own kind. Unintentionally, but still. But yeah, that's it for Magma.
So, are the fawns in this level supposed to be Irish or Scottish?
I don't know actually. I think they're Irish? Don't take my word for it.
Who knows?
Wait, did you want them to say, top of the morning to ya, or something like that?
Oh, that would be perfect if they were Irish. Top of the morning to you, laddies!
Yeah. So anyway, in the next episode, we will be heading into the Shady Oasis. Doesn't look very shady, but I don't know. Let's see what's in there in the next episode.